Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Magat, and thank you, ICAEW, for inviting me to be on this panel. I just wanted to cover perhaps 3 points. I think firstly, both Anand and Dr. Wanazli have presented to you the macroeconomics and so on. And I think the good news actually, all those macroeconomic numbers actually being translated into the capital market. And 2024 has indeed been a very good year, with our average daily trading value up by more than 50% year to date. It's 55%. December is a soft month, so we should expect the full year to be slightly above 3.1 billion ringgit in terms of average daily trading value. Our overall market capitalization had crossed the 2 trillion ringgit mark since May this year. Our index is up 10.8% as we speak. And the most important part is about the vibrancy of our IPO market. In 2024, Bursa Malaysia is the most vibrant market for IPOs, where today, this is up to end of November, we had 47 listings with total amount raised of $1.5 billion US. Since then, we had another listing a few days ago, and we are expecting to close the year with 54 or 55 listings actually this year. So indeed, will be a great year. Next year, just some perspective based on our pipeline. So we have 19 approvals in hand, so minus the 7, so we should be having 12 already approved for listing next year. And looking at the pipeline, I think should be another good year for 2025. And some of you will be asking, why is that so well? The point here is actually the overall good macroeconomics are actually being translated into the real world and capital markets. Plus, both the SC and ourselves have risen up to the call by the Prime Minister to shorten our processing time. Prime Minister said, look, we want you to be more efficient. Then we sat down, we said, okay, maybe you can actually reduce it to 3 months for processing time. And indeed, it's amazing because by being more efficient, it actually attracted a lot more companies to come to the market because it removed the concern they had before that they may have to do another audit whilst the issues will be considered and so on. And I think, alhamdulillah, I'm happy that both SC and I were able to actually rise up to those occasions. Now, the second point I wanted to make is the importance for us to stay the course towards meeting our Madani Economic Framework objectives. Now, let's be very clear. As a nation, we always have those aspirations. In the past, we had the new economic framework with the objectives of wanting to have high growth, inclusive, and sustainable economy. Then we had the shared prosperity vision. Again, similar about prosperity, inclusion, and sustainability. And today, the Madani Economic Framework. Now, there are 3 objectives. First is talking about raising the ceiling, which have been covered by the 2 gentlemen here. But we must never forget about the second objective, which is about raising the floor. And that's about equality and just life for all. And there are a couple of points there which I hope to cover. One is in respect of the need to increase the labor share of income. Because today, our view is that there's a disproportionately low return to providers of labor compared to providers of capital. So we started last year with only 32.4% in 2022. In 2023, it has improved to 33.1%, but it's actually still very far from the target of 45% announced under the Madani Economic Framework. So we all have to go back to actually improve the number. The other number is in terms of increasing female labor force participation rate to 60% now. I'm not worried about this. We are well underway. Based on the latest data, 2023, we already had 56.5%. And if you look at the fact that in our institutes of high learning in Malaysia, 2/3 of the enrollment actually women, only 1/3 men or boys, and the girls are doing better than boys. So this 60% will be exceeded actually quite easily, so I'm not worried about that. But back to those issues about the share of wages as a percentage of GDP, that's a real issue. And that's reflected in the third slide, which I thought I would share with you. Now, it is actually crazy, if you think about it, that for the 6.7 million workers in the formal sector that we have here in Malaysia, and these are the workers that contribute to EPF and so, right? These are actual data. The median wage for June 2024 was only 2,735 ringgit per month. Now I'm talking about basic salary plus allowances plus proportion bonus, right? Prorated on a monthly basis, right? So imagine half of Malaysians working in the formal sector earn 2,745 ringgit and below. It's actually very low, and that's why when you aggregate it as a percentage of GDP, total wages actually is small at 33.1%. So, and the other alarming number you see that if you earn 5,600 ringgit, you're already in the T20. Okay. And if you earn 8,800 ringgit, you are already in the T10, right? So all of us here in this room are in the T10 group, in fact in T5 probably. So the point I wanted to make here is actually for those of us who are running businesses, the request would be to be a bit more generous to the workforce, pay them well. Of course, you expect improved productivity and so on, but encourage businesses to be a bit more consumption in the economy, help to continue to spur domestic demand and growth and so on. So perhaps let me stop here and happy to answer any other questions later.